Hi, it's Ronnie and welcome to my channel and to Scraptember with the Scrappy Sisters and Laura and 30 Days of Sketches with Christy. And today's prompt is stars. And which is good because the sketch definitely has stars all over it. And I'm going to stick pretty close to it. You see that circle on the bottom right of the photos? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just put more stars. And just have a whole lot of fun while I'm doing it. And I'm showing it right there. And I'm using it's oh my goodness, Photoplay. Land of the Free, I believe is what it's called. They've got stickers and that one piece of paper. Don't need much with this layout. I am going to cut strips, the little lines coming out. I'm going to cut them off of there. And at first, on the red ones, I cut the white part too, thinking, well, it'll lay down on white. I decided to test one. It's a different color of white. So then I went ahead and cut the little thin line of the red ones. And I'm not going to need all that. There's extra for some other layout someday, somewhere. Yeah, I'm not going to need all that. And I showed you the alphas. I'm not going to need them any either because none of them are going to fit on my layout. None. Yeah, I'm going to use up all the space and I won't be able to put no title in. So my title will be, well, it's a piece of ephemera. It says Stars and Stripes. That's going to be my title. And for the stars, I am not going to use my star confetti punch. I'm going to use that, well, you can see the handle of that little star over to the left. And a set of dies from, I think they're Lawn Fawn. And yeah, it'll take me a while to cut them all out. So I did cut them out before I ever started doing the layout. And put them over in that bowl. And I even put foam tape on some so I wouldn't have to put it on there later. I'll be changing my mind a couple of times on here. Like I'm going to put this next star on here and it won't stay on there really very long at all. And I'll decide I want the 3 big stars because I cut that big star, you see it down there on the right, out 3 times and it has a center. And since I only had 3 of them, red, white, and blue, I decided that I needed them at the top, which, you know, if you look at the title, they've got 5 big ones. And I could have probably cut a couple of more out, but my layout don't look quite the same, not quite, by the time I get done. So I may not have had room for all 5 of the big ones. And I just love that little star one, the border there that I'm putting on there. It's so pretty and it adds, I think, to the layout, even though it does look kind of on the fat side compared to the red ones. And that is 2 colors of red. Well, let me look. Yeah, I did end up with 2 colors of red. I didn't look when I was picking them up and sticking them on. One is a lighter red and one's a darker red. And I just, like I said, I could cut them out first with white on each side, and I decided I didn't like that. So I went ahead and cut them really thin, which I can do on that Caterpillar crop and also on that really old trimmer that I have. And I think it's about now. No, it'll be a few more minutes. I'm going to decide I need my photos and my big stars glued down. Yeah, I thought, what if I get it wrong and I have to pull something up? I might as well go ahead and have it down. And so I will be pulling my pictures out and mounting them and then going ahead and putting those stars down. And I think that's the last one I do. But my pictures are over there on the left and they're of Hope. She is dressed for Independence Day. Yeah, she has the cutest little outfit on. And my son's the one who usually does her hair. And you can see those little teeny tiny dog ears sticking up there, or pigtails, whichever one you call them. But yeah, and both of the pictures face the same way. And I was looking at them right before I went to print them, and I thought, I really need to flip one. So the one on the left is actually flipped to face the other one. No, the one on the right is, because the one on the left, she is at the door, and there's a step there, and she's stepping up. So yeah. Anyway, I faced them towards each other because I didn't want both of them facing off the page, which would be the wrong direction from where I was wanting them to face. I guess y'all have been there before. But yeah, I'm just going ahead and gluing them down. And I did put foam tape on those stars down there. The red one don't have foam tape, but the white one has all but the one point with foam tape because it's sitting on top of, I think part of it does, on the photo. And then the blue only has part of it because it's sitting on top of the white. And I wanted them kind of cascading off to the right. And I did consider doing a circle with stars like they did. But since I had this die and actually had not put it back up, yeah, I got this little spot that when I don't goof, I got this little spot to put my dies so I can put them in the container correctly because I sometimes use 3 or 4. And when I get done with it, I'll just set them there and then put them up. Well, I hadn't put them up, and I went to put them up and seen the stars, and I thought, oh, I think I'm going to use that for this next layout since it has stars. I don't use it as often because I have the punches and they're so much faster. But these stars have stitched edges on them, except for the bigger ones and the ones I used with the punch. But yeah, they have, it's really hard to tell because the die cut machine I ran them through, I think I should have put a shim under it because they're not showing up very good at all. But the next layout, I've already done it, so I know they show up better on it because I did put a shim on it. But while I'm laying stars and such down, I want to mention that down there below, you'll first find the Scrappy Sisters, Katie and Jess, and also Laura from Scraptember. All those are from Scraptember. And then there's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Their links. And they all, well, the Scraptember has a Facebook group, and so does 30 Days of Sketches for Christy's Beautiful Life. And you can join them and try your hand at these awesome sketches and see what you can do with them and post them in the Facebook groups. And also, there's Instagram down there too, and you can use like hashtag 30DSLB8, I think it is. And probably the other one I am sure is probably hashtag Scraptember because I keep forgetting to look when I am actually not editing a video. I'm just going to scatter some stars now. I have plenty left, and so they are going to go back in the container with, container, it's a Ziploc bag. It's not a container. With the rest of the collection for the Independence Day. And yeah, I don't put them all on here, but I wanted some scattered on here just to make it look more like a starburst. One in the sketch sure does. And that sketch is by Lottie Loves Paper. Yeah, it's a fun sketch, and it's a fun sketch to recreate. And that star that I'm putting on there right now, it looks like a flag. Since that ticket next to it says bold stripes, bright stars, brave hearts, I thought, oh, I'd like to use that star-looking flag, and I laid that circle up there. That is just way too big to go right there. So I fussy cut it down, and I did leave some blue around the edge of it. And I'm going to start to put a couple of stars from the bowl around it, to fill in just the area. But real quick, I'll remember the banner over there. It says Stars and Stripes, and I thought, I really don't have room for a title, and that would make a good one. So I pull it out and put it, I end up pulling that blue star off and put it there in its place. I am going to put something in the upper right-hand corner, but as big as the letters are that I pulled, I didn't think a whole word of anything would fit there. I even thought of hope, and that's only 4 letters, but I thought it just looked like I threw it on there as an afterthought. So I am going to leave it off, and I am putting, it's that package that says tags and frames, and it's in the, it was, I took it out, in the middle of one of the frames. So there is a red stripe frame over there that I can use on another layout. And it says Land That I Love. And I picked it because I thought, well, I can put one of the little stars on there right about where we live, like a geotag. That didn't work out. The littlest star I had there was way too big to put on there like a geotag. See, it just takes up like 1/3 of the whole United States. So then I decided I'll just put red, white, and blue stars up there, and that would be it for that corner. And I like that better than that star in the middle. The sketch does have splatters on it, so I decided that I would use, I wasn't going to use red. I decided I was going to use Dilutions, London Blue, and scatter them around the layout. And then that's it. That's all I do to the layout. But yeah, it's fun sketch to make, so try it. And I think you could even just draw lines, use your ruler and draw lines, and that would work good too. But yeah, there's little Hope with her little pigtails. And there's the 3 stars I put instead of the circle with the stars attached to it. Those, you can see the stitching on a little bit. Even though you couldn't really see it on the others, you can see it on them. But that's why I pulled out that 1-star punch. I figured, well, you can't see the stitches anyway, and who's going to be able to tell that this one single star punch is used on here in the middle of all the dies? But yeah, if you leave a comment below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. But I hope you all have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Find some time to scrap and watch all the videos from those links down there below. Don't forget, Christy has a playlist that you can watch, and that's one click away. Bye.